Network Rail traditionally used the ICC, old ICE contract.
They do, yes.
So what led you to use NEC contracts on these 4 frameworks?
Well, we felt it necessary to make a change. We wanted to operate in a much more collaborative way. And a key part of that was really sending a message to the market, to the supply chain, that this was a different environment. We wanted a contract as well that facilitated and created the environment for collaboration, and NEC fitted that bill. So it was a natural choice for us.
And the judges mentioned that collaboration starts with the selection of the right suppliers. How did you achieve this?
I'd absolutely believe that to be the case. We went through very much a process to select our suppliers based on the right values and behaviours rather than, for example, commercial measures. Only 15% of our tender evaluation criteria was commercial evaluation. In excess of 40% was about behaviour and culture. To test this, we carried out a 3-phase approach for behavioural assessment. We interviewed the companies at the senior executive level to test their appetite and the culture they created to collaborate and empower their teams. We tested that high-level message with their actual project teams on existing works for other customers to test, was it really true? Was it really the way the business is operated? And then finally, we took the proposed project teams and we put them in a scenario where they were put under pressure, forced to collaborate and work with other suppliers and ourselves alike in order to achieve successful project outcomes. This provided a benchmark so that we could show that the suppliers we were getting shared our vision and goals for what we were trying to achieve and the way we were going to get there.
And was training a part of that?
Training has been a key part of what we've done in mobilising these relationships. This encompasses all types. We've invested heavily together with our suppliers in BS 11000 training. We've taken in excess of 12 staff through accreditation to be facilitators in BS 11000, and a number are now members of the Institute of Collaborative Working. We also invested over 300 man days in training as part of the mobilisation for these relationships. That was joint training with our customers and our suppliers together. There was one set of training materials, one set of training workshops. We went through that together and we funded it to make sure that the right emphasis was placed on these relationships from day one. We've continued that into the first year as well, and we've started to invest in the accreditation project managers course from the NEC themselves to actually upskill the people who are administering these contracts on a day-to-day basis and ensure that at every stage we've got the best we can possibly be in the way we're driving that relationship.
Great. And 1 year on, how are the frameworks going?
Well, it's early days, 1 year in. It's not too long in a 5-year relationship, and the best is yet to come. But they are starting to mature, and we're starting to see real tangible benefits in safety, in the quality of work that's undertaken, in the innovation, and actually, of course, in the cost base as well. We're starting to see reduced management costs, reduced transaction costs, and most importantly of all, the cooperation in the planning and phasing of the work that's leading to resource optimisation and reduced unit costs in the actual activity we undertake on the ground.
Finally, do you see greater use of NEC throughout Network Rail generally?
I see an increasing use of it, yes, absolutely. The model we followed in the Southern frameworks is actually something that's already been looked at elsewhere around the country. And we ourselves in Southern have now taken that on and started to use NEC where we feel it's appropriate on individual projects. Most recently, we have a piece of work out at this moment in time for an upgrade project at Gatwick Station that has been carried out under the NEC approach with an NEC contract.